Hey guys, how are you? I hope that you're okay. I hope that you have been enjoying your time. I hope that you have been doing your work. I hope that you enjoyed our live class from yesterday. It's gonna be uploaded there so you can see what are we doing. I know that some of you were a little apprehensive on what you were supposed to do with every classwork that we were sending, and some people were worried that you were not sending them on time, or the classworks were not correct, or etc., etc. And in reality, you don't have to worry about that, because this is the beginning of everything. You can ask whichever you want. Just try to always ask in English and not in Spanish, because I saw that some of you were doing questions in Spanish, and that's not correct. Try to remember that everything should be on time and with the cover and the decoration, but mostly try to go to class, because I know that some of you are not going. I don't want to name names, but at the end, it's going to be a problem that you are going to have, because that's going to cause you a lot of issues, because you are the ones that are missing information, and you're going to need that for your exam. So I would encourage you to go, please. And I was thinking on actually giving extra points for the ones that are always there. So instead of taking off points of the ones that are never there, I was thinking that at the end I could give you, I don't know, let's say 5 points out of the 100 points, so you can have enough points so you can enjoy a better grade. So the ones that are always missing a couple points for the 100, now you're gonna have them, because I know that there are some of you that are always there. I know some of you are always waiting for the classes, and I think that you deserve a prize. So instead of punishing the ones that are bad, that don't really care, I'm gonna start giving awards to the ones that are actually there all the time. So I'm gonna start taking names from now on of the people that actually goes to class, and if for every time that you go, I'm gonna give you extra points, so you can have more points, and at the end of the quarter, maybe you can only hundreds. So let's do that, giving prizes to the ones that are always in the class. Okay, good guys. Okay, so today we are going to continue with reading, and today we are going to do Aussie Animals in your book. If you go to your book, it's page number 6, and in the cover of the page you will see a koala. In the page it says Aussie Animals. Okay, it's in page number 6 of the book, not of the index, of the book. Okay, I'm gonna start reading. Aussie Animals. How are the animals in Australia different from those you might see where you live? Gemma, Kayla, and VJ were eating lunch in the small patio behind the school's cafeteria. Kayla and VJ were asking Gemma questions about Australian animals. Remember Gemma, the new girl that came from Australia? They couldn't believe that Gemma didn't think it was anything special to see a kangaroo hopping along the side of a road or grazing in a field. When you see something all the time, Gemma explained, you hardly ever notice it. Do you know how many times you've seen a squirrel or a deer or a raccoon in your life? Or in the case of Honduras, how many times have you seen a gecko? Or sometimes parrots. I don't think that we have a lot of wild animals in here, but stray cats and dogs. Of course not, said BJ, but seeing a kangaroo would be completely different. Gemma laughed. Not if you lived in Australia, she said, because apparently in Australia it's very common to see kangaroos all the time. Is that true that a mother kangaroo carries her baby in her pouch? Asked Kayla. Sure, replied Gemma, pausing to take a bite of her sandwich. Aussies call baby kangaroos joeys. They live in their mother's pouch until they grow a bit larger. Then they can take care of themselves and keep up with the others in the group. Did you know that kangaroos can travel more than 30 miles per hour? Wow, that's super fast. Kangaroos are those big, kind of like, they're relatives of the mouse, and they're very tall, and they hop with their legs, and sometimes in cartoons they box people, but they really don't. They're very Well, they can get angry if you bother them like any other animal, and they carry their babies on their pouch, in their belly. That's pretty fast, exclaimed BJ. Do any other animals carry their babies in a pouch? Wondered Kayla. Aloud. The koala and the wombat do, said Gemma. They are marsupials, like the kangaroo. If I'm not wrong, a wombat it's like a bat, but they have like a pouch in their belly, kind of like a bag where they can put things, or in that case, their babies. I know what a koala bear is, said Vijay. But what is a wombat? Well, a koala isn't really a bear, Gemma explained. People just call them that because they resemble a teddy bear. Koalas spend most of their lives sleeping. There is a type of tree called a eucalyptus that grows in Australia. It's pretty much the only thing that koalas eat. They don't get too much energy from the leaves though, which is why they spend so much time sleeping. It sounds like they need a change in their diet, laughed BJ. Is the wombat similar to the koala and the kangaroo? The only real similarity is that it's a marsupial too, family of the rats. Otherwise, the wombat looks like a beaver or a groundhog. A beaver is one of those animals that they break wood with their teeth. It burrows underground and makes tunnels that are 10 to 15 feet long. Some people get wombats as babies and train them. I had a friend who had a very nice pet wombat named Jillian. Won't you miss the animals in Australia? Asked Kayla. No one in Massachusetts has a wombat as a pet. Gemma smiled. I might miss them a little, she said, but I've never seen snow. I never saw a real raccoon or a deer before. I moved here. I never saw a cardinal or a chickadee. A cardinal and a chickadee, if I'm not wrong, are types of birds. I think Massachusetts is going to be a very interesting place to live. I guess it all depends on what you are used to, said BJ. But I take the animals of Australia over a deer any day of the week. So they were talking of living in different places, and obviously BJ has never seen a koala, and he would have liked to trade with Gemma of places so he could see them. If you could trade a place with someone in the world to live in another country, what country would that be? That could be interesting. If I would like to live in Brazil. I just like the language and the music, and I would love to be able to learn that language. It would be really interesting. Okay, now let's go to page number 7 with the activities. Remember, you can print the page or you can copy everything. And remember, you're not gonna send anything until next Friday. Number 1, what are baby kangaroos called in Australia? You have to find that out. It's in yep. It's in paragraph number 6. Why do koalas spend so much time in their sleeping? Remember, complete sentences. So in number 1, you are gonna write, baby kangaroos are called. For number 2, why do koalas spend so much time in their sleeping? Koalas spend so much time in their sleeping because they only. Number 3, what kind of pet is Jillian? You should go back to the story, and if you don't know exactly which paragraph, try to find the name Jillian so you're gonna know what pet is that. What do you think a baby kangaroo lives in its mother's pouch for a while after it's born? So you should think. Because it says in there why, but try to imagine. The belly is warm, it's comfortable, and they're safe. So you can write in there, the baby kangaroo lives in its mother pouch for a while after it's born because. So most of the answer is going to be completed by part of your question. And then 5, which of these words describe Gemma? Knowledgeable, someone that knows a lot of things, maybe. Competitive, she's always wanting to win. Friendly, she's happy and she loves friends. Stubborn, she just doesn't want to do it. She wants to do what she wants to do. Or irritable, someone that gets angry, just like me, that gets angry for nothing. So you have to check on the ones that you think that fit Gemma better. Number 6, name one of the characteristics of marsupials. So marsupials are kangaroos, wombats. So you have to name one characteristic. So you can write marsupials are one thing that describes them. Number 7, what is the setting for this story? Where is this happening? Where all of them are talking about this. So you have to write the setting of this story is. And last but not least, number 8. In the story, BJ thinks that Australian animals are more interesting than American animals. Do you agree or disagree? Explain. So you should write if you're agreeing with the opinion or if you don't. And so you say, I think that animals are more interesting in the States because, or I think that animals are more interesting in Australia because I like it because they're prettier, or because the animals in Australia like kangaroo and koala are prettier. I've never seen them. You should tell me why do you prefer one thing over the other, okay? So that's gonna be for today. That's gonna be enough for today, okay? The questions are super easy, so you're not gonna have problem answering them. And remember, send them until the day that I ask you to send them, okay? Be organized, guys, and I'm really glad that we got the opportunity to have live class the other day, and I just can't wait to see you again. Bye, guys.